Pittsburgh Steelers fans, what's good? How Yinz doing today on a Wednesday at noon on your lunch break, maybe? Out and about, possibly? Or just at the crib like your boy Tate in the building. Here with another Tate's Take today. Not going to be long today, not much to talk about. We got so many different other storylines to cover this evening. Steelers recently acquired Asante Samuel. We'll talk about that tonight on the Pump Your Brakes podcast. Be sure to tune into that. That's at 8 o'clock. We'll talk about complimentary football and the need for the Steelers to put together a comprehensive game. We've yet to do that, and I think that's part of the problem. There's not been one game this year that the offense played well and the defense played well in the same game. Those special teams in there too. I mean, just because if the special teams play well every game, they haven't played well as a collective with all three units. So that'll be on Pump Your Brakes at 8:05 this evening. On Smash the Gas, the prelude to Pump Your Brakes at 7:15. Myself, the homie Big G, the boy Curb in the building. We'll be talking about secondary transition, not the primary secondary transition, meaning all the changes and moving parts and pieces to the secondary. The Steelers are trying to get this thing right. So we'll be to talk about that tonight. So be sure to tap in this evening to check those things out. Another Wednesday here in the DMV where I'm at, the DC metro areas. A little chilly. Not too bad, though. I guess it was chillier this morning. Supposed to be a high up, I believe, of 56 today. 56. So, yeah, I took my dogs out a little bit ago and I got on the jacket and stuff. So I just kept it on. I'm not long back in the house. Put in my headphones. But, yeah, okay. I'm back. But, yeah, so here to talk about a few different things. Really one main thing I think the Steelers need to probably do for the sake of their offense. And we'll get into that in just a minute. Let me tap in and just check and see who's tapped into the live chat. Shout out to the homie Afton in the building, part of the KnoItAllz team, the 2-minute warning crew, game day crew. We call it the game day crew. Afton's part of the game day crew. Hey, Afton, I know you out there seeing the chat and all the thread between Big G and Kirby going back and forth. I was trying to save you from that, Afton. I was really trying to save you from that. That's what I deal with, though. Somewhat passionate. We'll call it PP, right? Passionate petulance. That's what it is, both with different perspectives. I chime in from time to time I chimed in today more times than I have in the past probably week altogether. And you probably see me in that acting like 2, 3, 4 times at most. And that's usually after Kirby says something off the wall. But yeah, man, Pickens, you big dummy in the building. Dwayne McNair, thanks for tapping in. Fee, hey boo, what's up, Fee? How you doing today? Thanks for tapping in. Let's go ahead and calm down, buddy. I'm here with my dogs, Harlem and Bronx. I got a wood floor outside my office door. He come running in. I don't know if you heard it. I heard it. But yeah, so today's show is basically about the need to, I believe, to help correct the Steelers' offensive. Well, I guess we can call them woes. They scored 10 points last week. They didn't look efficient. Even the game they won against the Colts. We had 6 turnovers that game, scored 27 points. Aaron Rodgers said himself after that game that they probably need to put up 35 to 42 points with getting that many turnovers and how they had the ball. Like they got stopped on the 4th down there. And if you remember on the 4th down there in that game, in that particular series where they got stopped inside the 5-yard line, he threw a 4th down pass to DK Metcalf and threw a pass before that as well. I'm talking going back to the Colts game. And, it was incomplete. Obviously, it's incomplete. It wasn't a touchdown. It was incomplete. I'd argue the Steelers probably should be giving Jalen Warren the ball more. And that's the title of this episode of the podcast. More touches, feed him, just give him the damn ball, Coach T and Arthur Smith. Jalen needs more touches. So yeah, more totes of the pigskin. Needs to eat more. However you want to break it down, he needs to get more opportunity with the ball. Don't have to be in the run game. It could be in the pass game, the short pass game. I like Kenneth Gainwell. Think he's a very good complementary running back, number 2. He doesn't run with the physicality that Jalen Warren runs with. I think Jalen Brown is just as equal a pass catcher out the backfield. I mean, he had 14 carries the other day for 70 yards. He was the best thing going on that offense. And the run game didn't look good. I mean, the pass game obviously didn't look good. Aaron Rodgers was missing a lot of passes. This is the first game this year where Aaron Rodgers didn't look at least average. This first game he looked below average. Let's just say that. I mean, as even the games we lost, he hasn't looked as bad as he looked Sunday night against the Chargers. Excuse me, I'll say that. But I think what we need to do, and I think we need to run the ball. It need to be a commitment to the run more. We were backstage, and I was talking to Afton and Kirby after the maybe it was probably before the post game. Probably was after the post game. We talked real quick. It was late Sunday. But I told him it's like, like taking a sledgehammer and trying to break a big rock, a big boulder. Like you're not going to swing at it and crack it at one time. You're not going to crack the rock with one swing on this big boulder. And to use this analogy, the defense is a boulder, right? The defense is that big rock, that big wall you're trying to get through. So what do you need to do? And no Diddy out front already. You need to keep pounding away at it, right? You need to keep pounding away at the rock. This is what needs to be done. Now, you can make that by committee. I think Jalen Warren needs the ball more to get the most of the swings at the rock, right? Carries of the rock. But imagine we with the sledgehammer trying to break this rock. We got 30 swings at the boulder, at the rock. Jalen Warren probably needs 18 of those at minimum. Gainwell probably gets about 7. If you want to throw Caleb Brown in there and give him 5 or less, let him help swing at the rock. You know what I mean? Each guy for different reasons. Jalen Brown is versatile. Gainwell can run. When Gainwell comes in the game, I look at him more as a more as a third down back, more as a receiving back. But Jalen Warren can do that too, right? So maybe we don't have to take him out as much as we do. Caleb Johnson, I like the physicality he's run with a couple times. He's had a chance, an opportunity to run the ball. I like what I see from him. And, we hold it against him because of the game against Seattle, the mistake on the kickoff that really cemented that game away in Seattle's favor. We do hold that against him still. We're Steelers fans. You know how we can get pretty finger pointy. And it was his fault, but that was 6 weeks ago now. I mean, so the opportunities he's had a chance to get the ball, carry the ball the past few games. I like what I'm seeing. And he can be part of that, like I said, that sledgehammer, that part of breaking down that rock. We say after you said Caleb Johnson, not Brown. Yeah, I think I was saying Jalen. I meant to say Jalen Warren. I think I said Brown. I was talking about Jalen. I don't know. Jalen Brown, the Boston Celtic basketball players in my head because he keeps painting his head. It's all over social media memes and all that kind of stuff. Kind of funny. Fee, what are you saying? Fee says DK and Aaron need to work on their connection. I don't disagree. I don't even think it's about their connection. I think they're connected. I think it's about the opportunities to connect, right? Nothing's easy. DK is being pretty much doubled the entire game. When DK gets the ball, it's typically a slant route, a crosser, quick crosser too. Even the pass in Dublin against the Vikings, he went 80 yards. I mean, it was about a 12-yard cross that DK took to the house. We're not really getting a lot. He had a nice 39-yard play downfield against the Colts the other week, but that was like he had 3 catches. The other 3 catches were really short. So yeah, but I think in order to open up, and Big G said this all the time, Big G in the building. What's Big G talking about? Warren needs 20 to 25 carries per game. Pittsburgh football is a bell cow running back while we are playing around with Warren, our best playmaker. Give him the damn ball. I agree with you, G. I don't know if it's 20 to 25 carries. Maybe give some of those carries to Johns, but it's 20 to 25 touches for sure. Involve him in the pass game. Develop more screen passes, right? I mean, literal screen passes, not just dump offs. Set up screen plays. You got an athletic offensive line. They're growing. Roger Jones hasn't looked good as of recent. Hasn't looked good really, but he looked a little better now. He's kind of regressing for a couple games. But yeah, I mean, the screen game should be there. Design screen games. The way them guys are at the line of scrimmage, allow them to come in after the quarterback, set up the screen game. I haven't seen a good screen pass. I think the last good screen pass we saw, or wasn't even a screen pass, or was it a dump off? But was that game where Warren took it 65 yards? That against Seattle? That was against Seattle too, I believe. But yeah, I mean, give him opportunities. Put the ball in his hand more, you know? Yeah, so give him the ball more. KJ James says Mason would have hit DK right in his chest. That's possible, KJ. I don't disagree. Mason stands in there and throw the ball. He will do that. He likes to take shots. Aaron Rodgers takes shots, but Aaron Rodgers also takes what the defense gives him. I think to this point, even though he's taken a few sacks, I think Mason Rudolph would have taken more sacks if he had played the 9 games that Aaron Rodgers has played to this point in the season. Shout out to my homie 901, Reg Rivers in the building. What up, Reg? Thanks for tapping in real quick. But yeah, let's take a look at some of Jalen Warren's stats to see why he probably needs to get the ball more. If I can even read some of this stuff, let's take a look at it. So Jalen Warren for the season has 113 carries, 474 yards, a 4.2 yard average per carry. Only 2 touchdowns. He only got 2 touchdowns. He got those 2 touchdowns in the game against Indy. I would have thought he had more touchdowns, like at least 4. I would have thought. Obviously, he doesn't. He averaged the game against Cincinnati, and that's what we play this week. I think Cincinnati is vulnerable against the run. See, now that number right there, the 16 number against Cincinnati, 16 carries, that needs to be 20. He had 4 receptions against Cincinnati for 31 yards, 5 targets. So add that 16 carries, 4 receptions, 20 touches. Steelers lost that game, but they scored quite a bit. That game was on the defense. But that's really like what we're looking for. He averaged 4.8 yards against Green Bay, only 13 carries, 2 targets, 15 touches. If you add up all across the board, the one game against New England, he had 18 carries for 4. That was the line wasn't run blocking well yet, but 18 and 5 receptions. Didn't do a lot with it. I put that on the O-line because Jalen Warren runs pretty consistently. And was that even the game that after that he sat out a game or so? No, he didn't sit out a game, but his usage went down a little bit. But 18 carries and that 5 receptions, 23 touches, he needs to be somewhere between, like Big G said, between that 20 and 25 every game. And I don't care how you get him the ball in the passing game. So it must have been that Seattle game because he had 4 receptions on 4 targets for 86 yards in the receiving game. That long was 65. So it was a Seattle game that screenplay I make mention of was kind of set up. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's about giving Jalen Warren more opportunity. I do think and Big G's kind of alluded to this also. I do think that maybe run plays are called a little more than what we see. I think Aaron Rodgers, not blaming nothing on Aaron except this last game, but I think he goes to the line of scrimmage and he's perfectly capable, has the knowledge, can read the defense and knows when to get in and out of different plays, right? But I think he has a propensity to want to pass the ball more than he wants to run the ball. Sometimes, even though it may not look, maybe the audible is from run to run, like from this side, audible to that side. That's what it looks like. Doesn't mean you have to audible to a pass. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Just more opportunity for Jalen Warren, Big G and Curb. We'll have a discussion about that sometime this evening on Smash the Gas. I bet it'll come up. Even though we're talking about the secondary, that has to come up. At the very least, I want their perspective on it. But yeah, so get Jalen Warren the ball more. That definitely. I think that's necessary. And we'll just what that's what I was gonna say is what that does, right? What that does is open up everything for everybody else. We talk about getting DK the ball. Well, you get DK the ball when play action works. Well, play action works better when the run game works. I mean, because they're definitely, I mean, until the offense actually opens up, hopefully MBS plays this week, he can add something. Calvin Austin has played well. He didn't play good that day either. Couple of drops. One of the drops cost Aaron Rodgers an interception. He's a little itty-bitty fella, you know what I mean? I mean, I think the need for a wide receiver too, that time is come and gone. But I think it was even evident the first game back after the trade deadline, we see a lack of explosiveness. Fise says they need to be hot. That field goal shit got to stop in the first and second quarters. I mean, 3 is better than 0, but we need 7s. Absolutely, Fee. You're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, you so right. You get the big facts.
That's the fact, Jack.
Big facts. They do need to get 7s more than 3s, but I do think that a commitment to the run game. Right now, your 2 best playmakers right now, because DK is not getting opportunity because he's being schemed out of the kind of like on defense, how TJ's being schemed out of defense. DK has been schemed out of the offense because he's the most explosive player on the outside and not worry about the other little fellas really. But if you commitment to the run, will open up those opportunities. So I really feel like that's something that needs to be addressed. Big G says something. Let me pull up his comment. Let's see. Big G says, Ball 22 showed he audible way too much and got pissed when the line didn't block it upright. And the defense was giving us the run. Bad stuff with Aaron Rodgers. I don't disagree. I mean, I think he had his worst game as a Steeler the other day. We can agree on that, certainly. We can certainly agree on that. He had his worst game as a Steeler. So what do we do to fix it? We have a commitment to the run. We'll see what that looks like. Jalen Warren the ball more opportunities. If that means more opportunities for Caleb Johnson and KG Kenneth Gainwell, we need to do that. And basically that's all I have. I just want to talk about getting Jalen Warren more opportunities, more touches, because like I said, as far as offense goes right now, with DK being schemed out, taken out of the game, you need to focus on getting Jalen Warren and Darnell Washington the ball. Those are the two players that need to that can impact the offense the most right now while DK is being schemed out. You get those guys going, you get some of the other wide receiving options going. Then you gotta loosen up on DK because you got other people you gotta stop. But first, we have to prove that there's someone else that needs to be stopped, and we haven't done that as yet. I sent this meme to was for Kirby, but Kirby and Big G in their discussion talking about the offensive stuff. I said, Arthur Smith is like old coach Herman Boone. What Herman Boone said, if you guys remember the Titans, Arthur Smith's offense is like
an awful skinny playbook, ain't it?
Yeah, well, I run 6 plays, split beers like Novocaine. Just give it time, always works. See you on the bus.
Just get a run game time, it always works. That's what we go back to. Give them guys opportunities in the run game, block it up, be physical. Be physical. Now, my boy Big G, I ain't saying get sexual with him. Perfect opportunity to get your mojo back against the Bengals. Against the Bengals run defense. The little kid, Munga Wanga, whatever the little second string running back is for the Bears, he had like 170 yards against the Bears. For the Bears against the Bengals. Man, give Jalen Warren the damn ball. And with that being said, everybody, thanks for tapping in. Certainly appreciate your time. Going to keep it short today. About 20, 23, 24 minutes of Tate's Take. Don't got a whole bunch else for you, but we'll see you tonight. Don't you forget that this evening, pump your brakes and we'll smash the gas first. Talking about the transition in secondary, defensive back coach Gerald Alexander, what that looks like, what this means, what can we do with the secondary now with the acquisition of and signing of Asante Samuels, cut Juan Thornhill. And you know what? This is going to make my boy Big G have a conniption. James Pierre said in Pittsburgh, and you can see it, been playing well. Going to be getting more time from James Pierre too. So looking forward to see what that looks like. We'll talk about that tonight. Also, right after, pump your brakes. Myself, Big G, and the Triple OG, Shannon White in the building, talking about what complimentary football will do for the Steelers and the need to necessitate a complete game from all phases of the team. That's what we need to see. Tap in tonight for all of that. Craig tapped in. Thanks, Craig. Good to see you, man. Be sure to show up this evening. Seem like, unless you just now saying something, seem like you're a little late. Jaime, what up, man? Thanks for tapping in, man. Like Fee said, smash that like button and great show. Thanks, Fee. Certainly appreciate it. Certainly appreciate each and every one of you guys that help us grow on the KnoItAllz podcast. Do hit the like button. Do subscribe if you haven't. Do recommend to somebody that you know just likes football, the Steelers, sports in general, or just want to have a discussion with each other in the live chat with us. We just here to really have a good time and talk about the teams and the things in sports and stuff that we're passionate about. I give Yinz a hard time, some of you, about being crying all the time and trying to fire my boy Mike Tomlin and stuff, but we all have opinions. Craig, it's cool, man. It's cool. Thanks for tapping in, man. Just you tapping in is enough. You can watch later or not watch it all, but you tapped in, hit that like button. We certainly appreciate that. After, right. Give me complimentary football. We have yet to see it. We'll get into it this evening. And until then, thanks everybody for tapping in. I'm your boy Tate with another Wednesday noon take of Tate. My own Tate's Take, right? But yeah, with that being said, man, we out. Thanks for tapping in. See you guys later on this evening. Big deuces. Peace.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now. Here.